Chair would like to ask my distinguished Republican colleague if he would take the chair.
I'm happy to yield to the distinguished speaker.
Will the gentleman please take the chair?
I guess we've got to adopt this resolution.
House will be in order. Move it along. Chair yields to the distinguished Speaker of the House for whatever comments and for how long a period.
Mr. Speaker, I have to remind you, you have to put the question on the resolution.
Well, I thought I'd let you. Would you prefer that I do that before you speak on behalf of your own resolution, Mr. Speaker?
It's always better to get the resolution passed before the speech.
Without objection, the resolution is passed.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say it's a great pleasure for me to address you, Mr. Speaker, and to say that all that you have said and my good friend Dave Bonyer said has been a very touching thing for me, and particularly to be here on this last day of the 103rd Congress with so many of my colleagues and to have a chance to say to you, all of you, Republicans and Democrats, what an honor it has been for me to serve with you. My congressional career has come to a close, and I leave this Congress with a sense of satisfaction and gratitude. Gratitude to so many, to my constituents who gave me their confidence for so many years and gave me the great honor that we all know of representing so many of our fellow citizens in this central place of American democracy, the House of Representatives. To my staff and to principally my wife, who has served without pay or compensation as my chief of staff for so many years, giving unselfishly of her time and talent to me and to the people of my district and our state. And also to all of my colleagues, past and present, who have honored me by allowing me to serve with them. This institution is a great institution. It is unfortunately not always seen in its full and proper dimensions by our fellow citizens. And I think that is a great tragedy because of all the institutions of our public life. It is in the Congress and particularly in the House of Representatives where this country's judgment and hopes and concerns and ambitions and decisions are made for the future. We have a task, I think, all of us, those in public life and those who leave it, to ensure that the true dimension of the work that's done here is understood and appreciated. Because other countries have presidents and courts and magistrates, but it is this institution which for so many of the people of the world has represented the Congress, the place where we come together to speak the voice of American democracy. And it is that voice that is found echo and resounding throughout the world today. The American democracy has been a symbol of liberty and freedom for so many hundreds and hundreds of millions of people. And so we have a special responsibility to ensure that our own citizens do not fail to understand the value and importance of this, their House of Representatives. So in leaving, I thank you, and I salute you, and I wish you all, those of you who are leaving with me and those who will be part of the 104th Congress, every success in the future. And I wish to all who follow in this great responsibility that they will have some of the same satisfactions and some of the great opportunities which I have had, and for which I will always be deeply, deeply grateful. Thank you. Goodbye.
Speaker, if I might exercise the prerogative of the chair for just a moment, and that is to say to my dear colleagues on both sides of the aisle, first, Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me the opportunity to wield this gavel at least one time and actually sit in the chair. It was something to behold. But more important, the Speaker just spoke with great eloquence and insight into this institution and what we do here as a body. And I just want to say to all the members on both sides of the aisle how much I appreciate the camaraderie and the cordiality that I've enjoyed during my tenure in this body, and all those wonderful good things that have happened to me this past year and your acknowledgement from time to time, it's overwhelming. And I just want you all to know, some of us, chose to leave voluntarily, some obviously did not. But that's the way the system works. But the more important thing is, I guess, those memories that we take away from this body, hopefully they'll always be cherished ones of those wonderful days we spent as a member of the U.S. Congress. Thank you, each and every one, and I yield back to the distinguished speaker.
Thank you, Tim. Yeah, very, very nice.
House Speaker Thomas Foley and Republican leader Robert Michael with farewell comments to their colleagues Tuesday. Both are leaving Congress. Mr. Foley lost his re-election bid. Mr. Michael is retiring. Typically, only majority party members chair the House. Tuesday, Speaker Foley allowed Congressman Michael to take the chair. In his 40 years in the House, Mr. Michael has never served in the majority.